Hey, greetings there, everyone. It is GleeCon, and I'm back again, bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft. So, thanks for tuning in. Happy 4th of July if you are celebrating or doing anything fun today on this Independence Day. I'm going to get kind of loose here real soon. Start going to the old family affair. But before that, because I'm going on such a long hiatus in the near future, I wanted to give you guys one more record. I did put out last night the first in a new series of fairy tales, fables of Azeroth. It was nice. It's a high quality book. I think it came out okay. And if you're interested in kind of a weird story about the Volpira, check that out. Also, if you're jonesing, if you're missing the days when we spent a lot of time kind of doing the book on tape format, there's a little bit of that for you, an actual story. Now we just wrapped up Shadowfang Keep. We had a carry to wrap it up, kind of anticlimactic, but we finished the Barrens in totality, all quests, Alliance, Horde, and we're ready to move on. So the next thing with the Barrens being done, the Barrens is sort of a transition zone that takes us out of the second tier zones. So we're basically a third of the way through the game done now. The first tier is all of the starting zones, 3 for each faction. The second tier are usually zones that come off of that. So for instance, for the humans you get Westfall, for the dwarves you get Loch Modan, for the dark elves or night elves you get Darkshore, and then from the Horde side we get to deal with Silverpine Forest and the Barrens, but the Barrens transitions us because it's such a big zone. So as we worked our way through, yeah, we're done with that, but we're also now moving into the third tier. In my mind, I tier them myself. There are 6 tiers of the game. So without further ado, let's jump into the next one. We can kind of talk as I play. I feel like I'm spending a lot of time on the screen here. The first tier is another transition kind of tier because of the way that they set up the Horde. With the Alliance, it's very straightforward. You do a chunk. Every zone is a tier or a half tier, and you have plenty of zones to choose from. With the Horde, it's a lot less options, and you can do what we've done, which is like a full completionist, or you can really bounce back and forth. So your kind of call. I've never done the bounce back and forth way, but I have kicked around the idea of perhaps doing that. I don't know if I will, because it might be annoying. But it's something, and also I just don't have the time. There's so many other side things. I don't have the time to invest bouncing back and forth again. The only way I might start it is if I finish my dry runs and I'm so far ahead, like we are not even close. But at this point, I don't foresee that really happening. Okie dokie. What are we at? So, in order to start, the only quest we had to pick up for Stonetalon from the Horde was Spirits of Stonetalon. So let's make sure that we check that off on our spreadsheet here. So the Horde, yeah, starts with Spirits of Stonetalon. That's actually, I don't know why I didn't mark this, but this is an Orgrimmar-based quest. You pick up an Orgrimmar. So we should probably note that. I should note that on my master sheet too. I've been working on Deathless. That is a pain. Actually, I'm fine with it. It's just very grindy, and like I said, I've got the Centaur grind coming up even more so. Okay, we have some things we can sell, so let's go ahead and... I can't even tell where I'm at with that. Let's sell and repair before we head out west here, because we're going to be heading to enter it's actually nice. The nice progression is to go from the Barrens. These things are actually way easy. If you notice, they're all already gray for us. You can kind of work your way up and do this part of Stonetalon before you ever work your way back to the south if you really want to have a kind of a smoother, more bang for your buck leveling curve. But
what can I help you?
I don't do that. I'm insane in the membrane. All right, so yeah, we had recently upgraded our belt. This is not an upgrade. Cooking, we can save that. These pants, yep, sold those. Fenris's hide. Slayer's cape. Yeah, we upgraded right over that. These are all boots and just different pieces of gear that we got an upgrade on right away. Okay, so I'm going to sell off as much of this as I can. We don't need that two-handed sword because we'll never be able to use it. I assume... Yeah, our linen is useless, but the wool, we can sell some of those. So this is just kind of recapping after finishing our last run where we did Tier of the Moons. Pretty fun. That was pretty fun. Barely squeaked out of there. Soloed it. It's been a while since I've soloed it. Pretty fun. Now, otherwise, we want to save our... whatchamacallits? Our cloth, but linen doesn't matter. Okay, so the mud snapper doesn't matter, the brilliant smallfish doesn't matter, we can get rid of those. Now, bristle whisker catfish. Oh, I've already cooked them. Those are cooked bristle whisker catfish, okay. Unless you're a hunter, that doesn't matter. Alright, cool. So now we're all set up and ready to go and start. We have the Spirits of Stonetalon, and to catch us up if you weren't really paying attention, what it says to do is someone in Orgrimmar, one of the shaman or whatever, they say the spirits in Stonetalon are angered. Goblins and their servants are plundering and burning the land. The land's cried out. Those who have listened, aka the shamans, they've heard. And maybe the druids. But it's really the Earthen Ring, which are shaman. Cirith Stonebreaker, who is a promising shaman, was sent there. She's reporting massive deforestation and wants help. So go out there, talk to her, help her, yada yada yada. And this is where we'll be going. Yeah, so Desolus is what I've been working on the flippity flop on the dry run, and it's going fine. There's been no issues. The real problem is trying to figure out the best way for us to tackle Gelkis versus Magrum. Yeah, so my other thing, I probably won't record it. I can't imagine I would, because it would be like this show, but even more boring. Because it would be so much more traveling. I can't even imagine I would put it on the Patreon. Maybe I'll put a poll to see if anyone would want it. But doing a run the way I'm doing, but doing every single quest in the game, but like we're doing now, which is what we're doing. But every single quest in the game with by level. So, for instance, we do every level 1 quest in the game, which is very few. Then we go do every level 2 quest in the game. Yada, 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 and on and on and on. And then every time we leave the zone. So that would result in an even more over-leveled experience than we currently have. It would completely take out the kinks that we experience sometimes, say, with Tier of the Moon, where we actually hit up against the roof of a zone. Especially with Tier of the Moon, the reason why that happened, because not only were we hitting the roof of the zone, but it's a transition, so it was kind of designed as a Tier 3 experience. Again, those are all arbitrary. I make those tiers up myself. That's what I cut off to start the video. So, and I've talked about this before. In my mind, the game is kind of broken down into 6 tiers, and the buckets correspond to... They kind of correspond to the 6 sets of 10 level chunks. That's loosely how they go, but the game doesn't really chunk them that way. And it really tries to get cute by sprinkling quests that might fall into another bucket in other areas, or making some zones like Barrens and Stranglethorn Vale technically more appropriate for more than one. Alright, so we've met, we're here to meet Cirith Stonebreaker.
Ah, adventure. Very good. We will need your skills to deal with these plunderers.
Co-shamans.
The Goblin-run venture company moved into the Stonetalon Mountains, chopping down trees and burning huge stretches of forest. The spirits of this place are nearly blind with pain and rage. We must stop the venture company. Head northwest beyond the Greatwood Vale and into the Windshear Crag. You will find the goblins and their servants at work. Show them the Horde will not allow the exploitation of Stonetalon. Show them in the language they best understand. Violence.
Got it. Okay, we will show them with violence. So we're gonna go kill these goblin invaders. So let's mark that quest off. So we picked up the goblin. We've completed Spirits of Stonetalon, and we picked up But if you look at Goblin Invaders, it's actually... What did I never... There we go. See, look, if you look at it, it's a little bit further down the list, but not for us, because we're gonna do it right. All right, and then we'll also pick up... We're gonna also do the entire Horde experience and then switch over to Alliance.
The Grim Totem clan raided my village and killed most everyone. I killed all I could, but barely escaped with my life. Adventurer, all I wish now is that more of them are dead. You will find them just to the west of here.
I just wish more were dead. Alright, so we're going to kill Grim Totem as well. Avenge My Village. This is actually a lower level quest. Okay, cool. So we have a couple to get us started. And there is also an escort within the area. Right here, Protect Kaya. And we could go and start working on the Venture Co., but we're not going to probably do that. I think we'll work on the entire line of avenging Homeboy's stuff. Guess I could get Ghost Wolf form. And yeah, one more level, 3 more levels before we start actually working on being a healer, but I think that gives us enough kind of DPS to probably solo most things. But it will make us a little bit more appealing to the dungeon crowd. Someone's been in here killing the Grim Totem. Maybe it was our friend there, because he wants more dead. Maybe he went out. It wasn't. It was a human. Probably. Someone behind it was controlled. Yep, there they are. It's another shaman. A troll shaman. I'll let him have his space. We need ruffians and mercenaries. So, cool. I'm gonna go right up in here. Now, he is level 19. Nah, I'm good. Fine, I'll accept it. Just to be nice, because I feel like otherwise, we both get the kill. I'm not getting XP for these guys anyway. And it's not gonna hurt me to help him out, and then plus it'll make it to where when we do the escort, it's way easier. Okay, so we're gonna make our way over to the escort. That's what I want to do. Now that I have a partner, let's just rush our way there. Okay, so because that will help us actually save time. We will get more. We'll get more dudes on the way if we do the escort. Like we'll naturally kill, and if he doesn't want to come, he doesn't want to come. But this is, especially with 2 of us, this is going to be the smarter way to do it. Alright, so... But we're already almost done. Well, we're more than halfway done. We have 6 of 14 completed. I could get down in Ghost Wolf form if I really wanted to, but I don't care to. He's gonna... So he has time to loot it. So we're gonna pick up this Protect Kaya. It is an escort that sends us right back there. Now, if I was going to do that other crazy plan, which I don't think the reward is worth it. I just kind of like from a curiosity standpoint, it kind of seems cool. I don't know that we have to actually come back here. I don't know if that matters. Now, this homeboy, we're actually here at the Grim Totem post. I think we both hit him with an Earth Shock at the same time. I don't know if this is a second quest that we have to actually kill the brutes and the other ones. I don't remember. One-handed axe, I don't need that. Okay, so in this little thing is a little Tauren girl named Kaya.
Thank you for rescuing me. We must leave quickly before they discover that I am free. Please escort me to Camp Aparaje. From there, I know my way. My father, Makaba Flathoof, will be desperate to know that I am safe.
So we're escorting her all the way to Camp Aparaje. I guess that's the camp where the dudes attacked at the beginning. Like, it's not a real... like, it's not like a hub for us. It's not that kind of camp. Alright, so we have not gained any because these were all brutes, but on the way, and sorcerers, but on the way out, we'll get it. Which is interesting that the Grim Totem have sorcerers. So that's kind of cool. So that means that the Tauren can do it. So there you go. All you need is a Grim Totem. If they allowed Grim Totem as a spec, or as a sub-race, like they gave us High Mountain Tauren, they could have given us Grim Totem. And that would have allowed us to have some mages, but I think you can do it now anyway. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's all. You can do a freaking Tauren rogue, so. Which the Reddit and memes and everything that come out of a Tauren rogue have been pretty funny, been pretty entertaining for me. But basically, yeah, so she said that she's just been kidnapped, imprisoned, hostaged. I don't know what you would... held against her will. Don't know why they didn't just kill her if they probably killed everybody else. I think she's probably like the chieftain's daughter or something like that. That's how I interpret this. Yeah, because, well, her daughter is Makaba Flathoof. It doesn't really say why. Makaba Flathoof, he's the one that gave us the Avenge My Village. Yeah. So, is it his village in the sense that, like, this is his village, he founded it, he's the real deal? Or is it just his village because he's from there? Don't know. Or is it his village in the sense that of, like, the show Sweet Tooth on Netflix? Like, it's just him and his kid. That's their village. We can go either way. Your take on the lore here. Kind of like our story we read last night where it's like these things are supposed to be kind of fables or fairy tales. That's why it was considered not canon, because even in the introduction it says, well, these things are canon in the sense that a fable is a canon for being a fable. Luckily, she's very fast. I'm sorry, I'm lying. I'm making fun of poor NPC Kaya Flathoof. Now there are it's a little bit annoying because this run can be a little bit a chore, and we have to run back and forth to turn it in a couple times. I don't like that. But whatever. We'll make it happen. Again, I'm gonna save that loggers till we actually need to go into that Vale. So even though it's a gray quest, we're gonna do this as organically as I can. I think I've lost this before, now that I think about it. I think I've accidentally gotten her killed before. Right there. It's probably happened. I'm not very good at this game, so... Thank you for helping me. I know my way back from here. Do you? You little so-and-so. So now he's going back to the village to kill more of what we need. Which, again, we don't need very many. We need 4 more. 3 more ruffians. And I'm gonna get off of this because he's done with the quest, and I'm not gonna split my tiny loot with him. And who knows what he's doing? I mean, if we keep on doing the same thing. But he's a little bit low level. Oh, I just drew a second mercenary. I'm killing mercenaries I don't need. Unacceptable. That one tried to kick me. I heard it. So I hope everybody has a fun, safe day today. I'm going to do my best to do that. I'm going to do my best to have fun, enjoy myself. And then tomorrow's prep day. Tomorrow is all the packing and shopping and getting the car ready and recovering. If I stay up late tonight, I'll make a record, my final record before I go. And then early at the butt crack of dawn, heading up into the mountains. Now, it's there is something kind of funny, a difference. This is the first time, because we go up in the mountains frequently. I mean, not crazy frequently, but I'd say that's a mercenary also, dang it. With, I'd say at least every year or two. We just don't always go there. And last year I tried to be fiscally responsible and not do the mountain, not go on a trip at all, and I regret that. I won't do that again. I am. There's just no point. I'm not gonna work. My kids are on break for summer and stuff. I'm gonna take advantage of it and I'm gonna enjoy it. Enjoy life. But normally my son, he always comes with. I mean, my kids have gotten older and older and older, so all my kids are coming still. Growing up they're gonna stay in the cabin, but now it's like they all want to leave at different days and they have different responsibilities. So only half my kids are actually going to stay for the whole trip, and they'll just come back with us. So we're going to have multiple people bringing their cars, which is convenient because then, you can send them out on errands if we need to or whatever. But also, we have to take the dog. Normally, we would have someone watch the dog, just someone that we knew. But everybody's either out of town themselves or they're coming with us. So, for the first time ever, we're going to board him. And here, let's turn this in real quick.
Oh.
First, the Avenging of the Village.
Adventurer, I thank you. But I will never forget what the Grim Totem have done to my village.
Yeah?
Adventurer, you've done a fine job killing Grim Totem.
Oh, this is the follow-up.
Dare. Grundig Darkcloud and his personal band of brutes is by far the worst of the lot. He was the one who led the brutal attack on my village. You will find him in Grim Totem Post a bit further up the path to the west. Kill him, and I will be forever grateful.
So we could have organically rescued the daughter at that point.
Kaya is alive, Adventurer. I have you to thank for rescuing her. Tell Tamara Winfield, Kaya's aunt who's at Sunrock Retreat, about the good news. Kaya is alive. We had thought she was lost after the brutal attack on our village. Follow the path to the west to get to Sunrock Retreat.
So that gives us a breadcrumb. Okay, cool. So we have turned in Avenge My Village, which allowed us to pick up the next, which is kill Grundig Darkcloud. So now they want us to kill and some brutes, like we saw. No worries. These are fast kills for us. And then we've also completed Protect Kaya. So, oh, wait a minute. Technically, this should go right here. We picked up Avenge Kaya. Yeah. Okay. Then we got Avenge My Village turned in. Then we picked up Grundig Darkcloud. Then we turned in Protect Kaya, which then gave us the next one on the list, which is Kaya's Alive, which is just a breadcrumb to Sunrock Retreat, which is the hub, the flight path in the area. So we have that, but before we even go up there to do that, we still have to kill these brutes. And then on the way, we have this tiny little Zenzilla, whatever it's called, this tiny little camp, which just has like a witch doctor and a couple troll huts. So we have this small camp of basically refugees that have escaped the village that are sitting on the border as shaman. One of them is a refugee. The other one is just decided to station there, even though they should have stationed closer to their task, but just to make us run further and be annoying. And then right past them, there's another small little hub for the spider, which we're going to pick those up too. Now, Jinzil's forest magic requires us to go all the way up here, so we won't be completing that one anytime soon. But the other one, yeah, I guess we didn't need to do it the way I did it. We should have organically came and done this. But I was kind of rushed on because of that dude. I felt like, where's the guy that we really need to kill? I felt like there was a chance. I just didn't know where he was at. It kind of put me in that spot like, well, I'd rather do it with him. He could probably use the help. And this way I don't have to worry about, you know, we're resetting it, we're respawning. So it was a kind of, it wasn't all out of the kindness of my heart. It was a mutually beneficial thing, I thought, to get the escort done. We don't need these sorcerers, so that's interesting. Now, he's probably in there where we killed Kaya. So, in some level, I might have also created a reset for myself anyway. I don't know. Pack of dudes right there. Is that the sound of my buff when I speed up? Maybe. We're gonna get all our brutes right now because now this Pat just came in there. Look at that, 2-handed axe of agility. That is a 10 damage. Not good. We've got too much good gear. We'll just kill it by end. Rather than trying to guess. I am sure he's in here. Who's that? Gorehoof the Black? Not the dude we need, right? No, he's over there. I'm actually losing life. Wasn't even... So is Gorehoof the Black like a rare? No, he's just a dude. Okay. So I went to the back entrance. I drew these brutes, but that's not the right way. There's just a Stegosaurus, just chilling, a thunder lizard. If we're gonna stay within the language of the lore, just chilling amid all the Bloodhoof clan, Grim Totems. They don't care. All right, someone did just murder their way in here too. Kaya's back, but the dude is not. So I must have just missed it. So no, I just gotta sit out here and kill for a minute while he there he is right there. There's his dead body. Okay, so now we sit and wait. I saw 2 people too. There was probably that hunter with the shaman that I was with. Hopefully his respawn time is kind of fast. I mean, we're crushing him at level 28 out here. But yeah, whoopsie, learn from my mistakes. Complete the Kaya at the same time as you do the second phase, not the first. Alright, so after this, we'll turn this in. Don't know if there's I don't think there's a third phase. We'll come over here, we'll get the Blood Feeders, which wants us to get some spiders from the Spider Veil, I think. And the Jinzil Forest Magic, which is actually one of the highest level quests in the zone, which has you killing things mostly up here. So we'll just ignore that for now. And then when we come up here, we'll also get Arachnophobia. So we'll get those 2 quests. I think we'll have time for sure to get the Blood Feeders and the Arachnophobia, get that taken care of, turned in back in here too. And then before we even move into Sunrock Retreat, I think we'll pick up Super Reaper. Boulder Slide Ravine. 10 in. We're deep into the cave. Resonate. I think that's actually like over here somewhere. So those are all. That's a level 18, but other than that, I guess we can go turn that in, pick up all those quests just in case, and then come back and work our way over here. Gorenzo's Orders, if you guys don't remember that quest. Yikes, yikes, yikes. That is one of the more annoying... There's just certain quests in each zone where they're just scarring. Gorenzo's Orders is by far the one that scars me in Sunrock Retreat. I mean, in Stonetalon Mountains. What about Red Ridge? While we're waiting on this guy to respawn, we can look at that. We can look at the next zone. The last one, I would say, Tears of the Moon is... Oh, no, Harvester. Ugh. I don't ever want to do that again. Where is it? Nope, that's the wrong one. This guy. There you go. In here, I would say maybe some of these tower quests. They're a little bit rough. The Wizard Tower ones, they can be tough. But there's not a ton. I mean, there are memorable quests, but Red Ridge isn't that bad. Ugh, this guy. Come on, bro. And then, after that, what do we have going on? Duskwood? What's the most groan-worthy quest in Duskwood? I don't really find that zone to be too bad, honestly. Not even the elites. Finally, Homeboy's back. Come here, bro. All of a sudden, I started getting a little nasal drip. I apologize. Alright, so we are done with that. Let's go turn that bad boy in. Yeah, I don't particularly... I mean, sure, like, I don't think Morladine's really bad. I don't think any of the zombie killing ones, the Embalmer, none of them really bother me. I don't even... The other one where you gotta kill the wizard and you have to get the immunity or whatever. Doesn't bother me. The most annoying thing about Duskwood is how many times you have to go back and forth from Darkshire to the Embalmer. That's the annoying part of that zone. But yeah, overall not too bad. Ashenvale? I mean, there's a couple Barrow quests that are pretty brutal. And some of them, like Ordanis, that's a tough one. But that actually originates, I think it originates out here. I think it originates from this Braylon Firehand guy. After you do Cenarius' Legacy, which has you kill things up here, I think he sends you to Ashenvale to kill Ordanis, and that quest is... That one's a little bit tricky. Like, we will have to not use our lightning shield when we do that.
Grundig Darkcloud is dead. Adventurer, I will always be grateful for what you've done here today.
As well you should. Because I'm awesome. I did what your entire village could not do. So, kill Grundig Darkcloud, check. Aruni, that is complete. And there was no pickup for that. Okay, so we've completed the first 4. And relatively in order if you start out on this side. So this is, as a Horde, great way to start is to just come out this way. Not quite the same experience as the Alliance. And I used to feel like this was more of a Horde zone than an Alliance zone, but if you really look at the quest breakdown, it is not at all. It's an equal opportunity zone. So far, the only zone I've experienced that is considered neutral, that is really designed for one more than the other, is Hillsbrad Foothills. They can call that neutral all they want. That is a Horde zone. It's got like 5 times at least as many quests as for Horde as it does for Alliance. 1,000 Needles, sure, that's a Horde zone too, because there's like no Alliance quests, it's all just Horde or neutral. It's just that half of the zone is the neutral quest, so sure, you can consider it halfway neutral. Shimmering Flats is neutral. And a pain in the butt. Hate that. Alright, so here's Zenzilla, great name.
We trolls here at Malakajin have prospered from the land. Stonetalon Mountain offers great hunting for us to live on. Lately we have attracted the wrong dinner guests. The spiders in these mountains have been raiding our camps at night, looking to steal our hunt. If you were to help us kill off these ghastly beasts, we at Malakajin would be in your debt. Spiders are everywhere in Stonetalon. Just head north from here and you will see what I'm talking about.
Cool. Will do, buddy. I always pronounced it Malakajin, but whatevs. Alright, so he wants us to kill the spiders that are kind of harassing everyone. This town, if you want to call it that, actually sucks. Like, there's nothing. There is a butcher right here.
Talk to me.
Anything? No. It's a useless butcher shop. We'll leave our buffs there. Lord knows we need them so we can put them on NPCs. And then in the back there's a little cave here for Witch Doctor Jinzil. I wonder if that name sounds familiar, so it's possible that this is like and look at all these caged night elves he has. Yikes.
So excited I am! 3 little cages for 3 little elves! But what shall we do with our lovely tree-hugging friends? Why, let's give them a taste of, what do they call it? Forest magic. I'll need a good mess of Stonetalon sap. From those horrid felines, bring me some twilight whiskers. This calls for plenty of coarser eyes, of course. Can never have enough eyes. Oh, and lest we forget, a precious scale from a fey dragon. Hurry to Stonetalon Peak, adventurer, so I can brew some forest magic.
I just noticed that my wedding ring is gone. So, I'll have to retrace my steps. My guess I think I would have noticed it falling off if I was awake, so my guess it's probably in the bed. Probably fell off when I was sleeping last night. Doesn't typically happen. But I do think I slept wild. I woke up and one of my pillows was like on the floor, like the pillow that would be under my head. So I don't know. Alright, so we need to kill these deep moss creepers. Oh, let's check that we got these quests. So we picked up Blood Feeders and Jinzil's Forest Magic. A couple more quests that we picked up. So Blood Feeders. See, this report to Kadrak, I have it as an X because I believe that it is, what that means when I do that is that they're kind of mutually exclusive. Jinzil's Forest Magic, if you look down quite near, it's one of the last quests for the Horde. And you can tell that because it's level 26. And this zone on paper is considered to be level 25. Now the Deep Moss Creepers, they're showing them along the road here. And I don't know, but they're also in there. So I'm going to not even worry about fighting them right now, because we're going to fight so many spiders when we go in for Arachnophobia. Yeah, I don't know about the ring. It's I just noticed it because sometimes, you know, you have it on for so many years. Every now and then, like, I'll just kind of subconsciously adjust it or twist it or something. And I just went to do that, and I noticed it wasn't on there. But yeah, it had to have fallen off when I was sleeping last night. Alright, so we're going to get Arachnophobia too. I might as well just put that on the thing as well. I'm pretty sure... Oh no, that's also Horde only. Cool. So I guess the good thing about what we're doing is we're getting a lot of Horde only good/bad, because the neutral ones we're going to all watch twice. Arachnophobia is 21 elite. We'll crush it still at level 28. There's no worries about this happening. Shamumu, so we'll get this quest. Warning, proceed into Sishir Canyon west of here at your own risk. Bassileth and her 8-legged children of the forest have claimed this canyon as their webbed lair. Magran, Earthbinder, and Sunrock Retreat has placed a bounty on Bassileth. Slay her and bring proof of your killing to Magran. There you will receive your reward for disposing this 8-legged menace. And when we're there, we'll teach them how to properly use grammar. So I'm not even, like I said, I'm going to work on finding Bassileth. I don't even think of her name as Bassileth. I just think of it. I'm going to find Arachnophobia. That's my goal. Although, with people here, look, as you can see, it's already kind of cleared out. We don't need the matriarch. Someone's going. Maybe they just need eggs? I hope that's a different shaman, though. Shaman everywhere. Okay, so we're looking for Bassileth. Sure, buddy. Why not? I don't see Bassileth. We just need the kills though, so it doesn't even matter. But look, I don't know what's going on where we're getting so many different parties. Just that's the same guy from before. Alright, so where... He must be dead. Somebody must have... We don't need this. We need creepers. We do need venom spitters. There we go. We need this guy. Okay, so we need 7 venom spitters. And... that's part of it. We also need 10 creepers. And we need Bassileth herself. Okay. And it looks as though Bassileth... Oh, I guess Bassileth can appear down here, too. So, maybe... I haven't killed all my venom spitters yet. But I see now that there's a spot for Bassileth over here. There it is. Okay. There we go. Alright, so cool, so easy peasy, especially with a party of 4. Okay, so we got Bassileth's Fang. Someone's attacking the little baby. Alright, so the only other thing I need is... We need the creepers. So these guys right here. Look, that matriarch just turned over and died. I don't think we killed it. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, we're just looking for creepers. And it looks like they just appear at the start. So that's fine. And I feel like I'm gonna just leave the group now. I helped them kill Bassileth, and now I'm out because they don't need to. They have their own stuff to do, and there's a party of 3. They'll be more than fine. I just need to kill a bunch of creepers. It's tracking that I've only killed 1. Thought I killed 2. No, I did kill 2. Okay, so I see. There you go. Questy was just behind. Questy does that sometimes. It messes with my head. Okie dokie. So we just have to kill a few more. I thought I left this roof. I don't know why that. Maybe it was something that we killed together. But we got a small venom sack. Is this my account? No, one of my accounts. I don't know which one. One of them I have the large anti-venom. It's not either of my Tauren, so I wonder if it's my mage. The one that I do the least amount of first aid on because he's a tamer. Yeah, so that's... I also have... What I have not done engineering as a profession. I mean, I have, but not with a completionist. So that's a particular reason why I could consider... where's Beth? Do we turn Besslith? Oh, I guess we turn Arachnophobia up in there too. Alright, I still need 3 more creepers. But it looks like they appear all along this path, so I was hoping on a run back I could get my final 3. There's one up there. I think so. I think we'll be fine. If I click the right thing. Yeah, I did. Why? Don't know why people don't just farm them. I'll take... What is it? Alright, so we just need one more spider. The shadow potion one. Oh, I don't know, man. If it was me, I would farm. Most of the... I don't know. It depends. You know, it really depends. I'd say that, but then sometimes you're like, screw it. I don't really want to. Like, it really depends on my mindset with the game, where I'm at. Like, with my main on retail, yeah, I would miserly hoard gold. I'd farm whatever I needed. Because I would do the math and I'd be like, well, it will take me this long to farm whatever it is. But it would take me this long to farm whatever gold I need. Well, doing the math, okay, it would take me longer to farm the gold. So I would just farm the mats. But gold is just so ridiculously easy to come by now in retail that... And I have so much. Like, I used to be on a path to try to save up the 5 million so I could get the Brontosaurus, but once they took the Brontosaurus off the market, then I'm just sitting there and I've got like 2 or 3 million gold, and I'm like, I don't know, so if I need to spend 50, 100, whatever it is I'm buying, something for a quest or food or whatever, I just buy it. Alright, so let's go turn in our blood feeders, and I don't think there's a second part to this.
Sweet, Mom. Good news. Perhaps we will have fewer unwanted dinner guests tonight. Many thanks, adventurer. We are forever in your debt.
You're welcome, bro. Alright, so now I guess we'll go to the village and we'll pick up all those other quests from the village. Which will allow us to kind of see how the rest of the map is laid out. And we should still have some time. We still have a good 15 minutes to check out how this is going to go. But as you can see, by blasting all through every quest in the Barrens, and doing Shadowfang Keep, and doing those quests, and doing Wailing Caverns, we are just swole when it comes to Stonetalon Mountains now. Again, we're nowhere near the site of our goal, which is, by the time we get to the end of Thousand Needles, I want to live in a world where we are level 39. Can we make that happen? We're 11 levels away. That is a long time. And in that time, we get this zone. We get... Redridge doesn't apply for Horde or Duskwood. We get Ashenvale with Black Fathom Deeps. Wetlands doesn't apply. We do get all of Hillsbrad Foothills, which that's a dense zone. And then we get to start Thousand Needles, and within that, we can decide if I want. We can run Razorfen Crawl as we get near the end. We can run Nomergon. All of those things I would do right around the time I finish Thousand Needles. But we can run those early at different spots if we feel that, because Nomergon, you can run that whenever. So if we feel like we are in a world where, like Nomergon, 34, I would say. So if we get to a part where like we're past all the level 34 quests, well, why not run Gnome around? Who cares? We could pick up the Flames of Stonetalons if we want to get a little XP there, but I don't want to. Yeah, this person is grinding something. Pants are pretty much the end all. Almost exalted in a little over a week. I mean, I guess that seems monotonous, but I've been that guy before, so. What the heck is this person in chat saying? Is it awkward when a male focuses on only one girl behind a counter if there's 4 total behind the counter? Probably. It depends on the situation, though. Like, do you have an... Right, what do you mean by focus? Also... This person says it's awkward when you say a male. I mean, it depends, really, on the situation. But yeah, it depends on the intensity of the focus. Depends on what we're talking about. It depends on, are we lingering? Alright, so... First, let's talk to Moragal, Boulder Slide Ravine. Easiest quest left in the zone.
Caves throughout this region. Exploring these caves can hold many adventures for those willing to risk life for glory. Adventurer, perhaps you seek riches that only following your heart and soul can garnish. Something is amiss here in Stonetalon. Can you feel the tension in the air, adventurer? Southeast of here lies a deep cave in Boulder Slide Ravine. The kobolds there are frantically mining a rare crystal called resonite. I need you to bring back some ore samples so that I can understand what's happening in that cave. I also need you to investigate the depth of that cave. Go, young adventurer. It's imperative I know what evil lurks under these mountains.
So this one's actually cool from a lore perspective. So for all we know right now is there's something in there called resonite that's got the kobolds in a tizzy, and we want to find out what it is. So the elemental gives us 2 quests: Trouble in the Deeps. Genu Sancrea is in need of aid. He is at the Zormgar outpost in Ashenvale. The Night Elf Forest is to the north of the Stonetalon Mountains. You can reach it by traveling through Windshear Crag or by heading north through the Barrens. Zormstrand is far to the west of the forest. Be careful, Gleek Soul. There are forces there that will not take your presence kindly. So that's actually the beginning breadcrumb. It counts as a Black Fathom Deeps quest, as you can see. This is, if you don't do this zone before you do Ashenvale, you can very easily miss that. And it does lead to a chain. So that's a pretty cool one to pick up. Also, they don't do water elemental voices, so I mean, I could be like, the Tribunal of the Tides has sent me to wage war on the fire elementals here in Stonetalon Mountain. Neptulon the Tide Hunter, Lord of all water elementals, has taken a personal interest in seeing our fiery cousins extinguished. Gleek and Soul, you can help me gain favor with the Tribunal by destroying the fire elementals in Charred Vale. When destroyed, the fire elementals leave Incendrites. Return these to me and be rewarded. Now, one of these quests, if you're either Horde or Alliance, I don't remember which one, one of the fire elemental killing quests is 100% drop rate, easy peasy. The other one is a nightmare, and that's my scarf. That's one of my Scar for Life quests in this zone. But we just picked up 3 quests. We just picked up Boulder Slide Ravine, Trouble in the Deeps, and Elemental War. So, kind of take a peek here. So, go over here. We got Boulder Slide Ravine. Again, one of the lowest remaining quests. We also picked up... Did I show that we picked up Bloodfeeder? I did. Okay, what was the other one? Trouble in the Deeps. I don't know if I have... What level is that? 22, so it's kind of far down. I might have that listed as part of Black Fathom Deeps. Yeah, up there. So I'm gonna put this up here, but it's kind of... I mean, look how many we still have to do. Red Ridge, Duskwood. And then all of Ashenvale after this. So I guess I'll mark it. It's tough. I guess I'll put it on there because we did pick it up. It's not about picking it up, it's about where am I going to put it. So what we'll do is not insert cells, I'm going to insert rows, but whatever. I will add a Black Fathom Deeps set here, and then what we'll do is maybe I'll put it over here. We'll save that for a little bit of time. And because that's technically tied to that dungeon. Okay, it's not a turn-in, and it was called Trouble in the Deeps. So actually I should just go ahead and copy that from over there. Yeah, this one. And so, but by the way, if you are planning on doing that dungeon, this is we'll just pick it up and have it sit in our quest log. But that's an important one to get. And then this other one we picked up, we're not going to do that today. Elemental War. That one's when we do the Charred Veil. We'll try to hit those all at once. Yeah, it's a little bit further, kind of mid. Charred Veil is kind of annoying, but it is nice in the sense that you get so many quests all in a row. Yeah, now that I look at it and looking at the time that we're taking, we probably won't make it. We do need to go down there. That's actually what we're going to do next. But I don't know that we're going to get there on this episode. Maybe. Now, if we explore this town, which we haven't really done, there's a stable master named Garrick. Here's our innkeeper if you're a mage.
If we are to make these new lands ours, then we must have places to rest our battle-weary bodies. Lay your axe by the fire and share the stories of your mighty battles.
There's nothing for us. I don't think there's anybody upstairs either. There's Shemamu. Yeah, these are just the people. Madam Axe, I like that. Clever. Alright, let's tell them that Kaya's alive.
Hey. I'm afraid that I am no longer gentle or humble. Age and countless battles have hardened my skin and soul. Perhaps that is why Cairn assigned me to Sunrock Retreat. The gentle winds and warm sun does ease the pain.
Basilisk is a ruthless predator. I fear for those that travel webwinder path at night. It's then that she and her children prey upon innocent travelers. I myself fell prey to her 2-foot fang of death, but luckily I was able to fend her off and get to safety. I would give anything to see that monster destroyed.
Good hunting, adventurer. Basilisk is an old predator in these parts. I will miss her not. Take this reward as a token for being the forest champion. Perhaps now many more will travel to Sunrock Retreat without fearing what lurks in the dark.
He says that as he rubs the wound caused by Basilisk.
May the eternal...
That is worse than what we have, but not a bad thing. Alright, we're also going to get calling in the reserves.
The Horde does well keeping our troops fresh. Since the Great War, we have been prosperous here in Kalimdor. I need you to do me a favor. I have a lad by the name of Grish Longrunner, protecting the Great Lift in the Southern Barrens. Give him this letter. The letter will let him know that I have a reserve warrior coming to relieve him of duty so that he can visit his family. He requested this some time ago, and he would be happy to hear the news.
Okay, and that's just a breadcrumb to Thousand Needles.
Hordes take pride as the protector of these lands. Undoubtedly, you can guess why I am alarmed with the number of harpies that dwell here in Stonetalon. The Blood Furies are the source of the increasing number of harpies in Kalimdor. They encroach upon all likes of life, preventing the innocent from leaving their boundaries. I need you to cull the harpies, adventurer.
Okay, and that's a second one getting us into the Charred Veil. So we turned in Arachnophobia, and then we picked up Calling in the Reserves and the Harpies Threaten. So Arachnophobia done. And then, so we can match it. Okay, so let's go here, check that one off, and we can pick up. So is that report to No. It was, what was it called? Calling in the reserves and Harpy's threaten. Now report to Kadrak, I'm not sure if we've already previously turned that one in. If you look at our actual thing, report to Kadrak might be a different class. Look at Barons. We do. We already did report to Kadrak. So you can pick up report to Kadrak here as well. If you didn't pick it up in the Barrens, this is another way that you can get it. I can't even remember what that quest is all about. Let's take a peek, I guess. It's a breadcrumb for some reason. Yeah, entrance. Okay, so it's the entrance to the Ashen Vale that sets up the Warsong Outriders. So if you haven't done that, you can pick it up here also. Actually, yeah, let's look and see if there is any kind of difference in the two versions, because you can, if you look at the related quests here, so this one comes, it's way down there, you get it from Darn Talon Grip, so that's, I don't know who that is. So he's an orc hanging out in the little Zinzilla area. He says, have you ever been to Ashenvale to the north? So how is it different? It's the same. Can give you further orders. Yeah, it's identical. So the text and everything is identical. There's just a separate quest giver for the same quest there. All right, so what did I also say? We got the, I keep forgetting the name of it. Calling in the reserves and Harpy's Threat. My bad. I was gonna say calling in the reserves is probably low because it's a, I mean high because it's a breadcrumb to another area. And Harpy's Threat, that's actually one of the last ones too, because it is tough to go in there into the Charred Vale. Alright, so we're not fully done. We have this guy. This is actually a rare Blood Elf sighting in the game. Braylon Firehand. It's a girl. The whole time I thought this was a boy. I don't know why.
What brings you here?
Cenarius' Legacy is the name of the quest. You cannot imagine the hatred I possess for this wretched land. The ilk of Cenarius and the Calderai druids at the peak employ their pathetic powers to stifle the flow of magic. Even so far south of their pathetic holdings, their beloved forests. Would that I could return to Jadenar and exult in the flow of magic, but my master will not allow me to return until my work is done. I have no doubt you love the Night Elves and their allies as little as I. Aid me and both our ends might be satisfied. So she's from Jadenar. She wants us to go up there and kill them, and she's the one that gives us Ordanis. But Firehand makes me think Blood Elf, and she loves the arcane magic. Now you never know from the character model if that's actually a high elf or not, but I'm guessing not. She's helping the Horde, but also, where's Jadenar? Okay, Jadenar is, it's in Fellwood. It is ancient Night Elf ruins. So this would be an area, they're mostly warlocks. What about in the, yeah, so there's not really a lot that talks about this. It's, but that also makes me think that maybe she's supposed to be like a highborn. But because of the name, Firehand, and the look, and the association with the Horde, she is most likely a Blood Elf. And the whole reason why she wants to do this is because she wants to be able to tap into the arcane magic or whatever, not because she's a highborn. Alright, so Cenarius is, and also the highborn don't associate with the Horde. So I picked up Cenarius' Legacy as well. Alright, and then behind here, you do have your Flight Path, Tharm, and then this is your couple shops.
Greetings, traveler.
We have an enchant cloak, a couple enchanting things, that's neat.
What do you
And then a bower if we want to do our repairs and sales. I think we can make this one anti-venom. Okay, other than that, let's just... Oh, I don't know if I should have sold the crisp spider meat. Usually spider meat's trash. Except white spider meat. That one's good. Okay. And we can read this reserve letter.
For the Horde!
Not really anything important. Grish, your request for some time off has been accepted. I am sending a reserve Tauren warrior to watch your post while you take time off to spend with your family. Report back in 1 week, says Magrum Earthbinder. Alright, so the only thing we have to do is check out this last quest where we turn in Kaya's alive and we get another one called Cycle of Rebirth. We can look in this tent as well. This is the big main tent. This is where your forge is. Here's another Ronald General Goods Seller. There's a campfire in here. A giant peace pipe if you want to, you're into that sort of thing. Just sit around and huff it. Another butcher named Kron. They're really into that. That's got to be for hunters. Just have to set up so, because otherwise, why would you care about buying? I mean, meat. Other than the fact that I guess it makes the world feel lived in or whatever. But I don't know that I've ever. Maybe I have. I have on retail for achievements. All right, Tamara Winfield.
You wish to speak?
My goodness! My niece Kaya is alive! That is good news indeed. Thank you, adventurer.
You're welcome.
Industrial greed and continuous war have wrecked the lands of Stonetalon. Only the blessings of the Earth Mother can cure such injury. Adventurer, I will require you to seek a special seed, the Gaia seed. They are only found here in Stonetalon Mountain, north of Sunrock Retreat at Merkfallen Lake near the water's edge. Once you bring me the seeds, I will imbue them with shamanistic power to speed their growth.
Yeah, that's an easy quest. Less easy is me trying to maintain the fact that I am a mature adult while I listen to the computer say all of this stuff. Alright, so Kai's alive. Boom, boom, boom. So that's great. And then, what was it called? Cycle of Rebirth, right? Yeah. Alright, so we have another, like, big chunk that we can pick up and do next time. This was easy because we were doing all the low-level stuff. So we got a lot done. So next time we're going to make our way to Boulder Slide Ravine because that's kind of a one-shot. And like down here. And then he actually, I think they send a second time you got to run back down there. So there and back, there and back. And then before we even get working on all that, we'll come in here and we'll start working on Windshear Crag probably tomorrow too as our finale. Maybe get Gorenzo's orders done since that quest is such a pain in the tuchus. Ashenvale, we're not going to head out to this area yet. I think there's more to be done. That will probably, those things will probably take us our hour. Although, you know, you never know. We might get started working our way through the Vale or Gentil's Forest Magic. We're gonna have to see like which one's more important. We gotta go up there and kill. We got plenty to do. All right, but what we have right now is another episode in the pipe 5x5. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending time with me. If you liked it, go ahead and subscribe and like it. That's how I'm going to get this whole thing going and taking off to even higher and higher levels. And if not, that's cool. I appreciate you tuning in, joining me anyway, because I do truly love it. All right. See you guys next time. Hey, have a happy 4th of July. Hope you have a lot of fun today. And if not, I hope you have a nice, chill day. Peace.